Long drive, deep to center field, way back. It's going. Home run! Oh, how sweet it is. And a high fly, well hit to right center. It's deep. That goes club to the wall. Gone, a home run. Here comes the glider. Oh, watch this scene. Ed Charles, who's such a great favorite on the ball club, the ball players just love him. Oh, they'll be really ganging up on him. And this one deep to right field. It's going. And it is gone. Goodbye. Ground ball is short. This could be it. There's one. There's two. The game is over. The Mets are the champion. At 9:07 on September 24th, the Mets have won the championship of the Eastern Division of the National League. Look at that scene. They can't hold the fans. The Mets are being swamped. The Mets are being swamped. They've lost their caps. Gentry's cap is gone. The Met fans are pouring into the dugout. They're all over the field. It's a scene of wild jubilation here at Shea Stadium. And now, look in that locker room. Tom Seaver leads them in. Tom Seaver, Joe Deere. There is Amos Otis and Gus March. Don Clendenon and Jerry Grody. That's the locker room. Ed Charles. There's Eddie Yost and Rube Walker. Don Cardwell and Tug McGraw. There's Cal Kuntz. There's Tommy Agee, Joe Pignatano, Ron Swoboda, and Ron Taylor. Nick Torman, the equipment manager. Gil Hodges, the manager of the Mets. Hodges and Rube Walker. There's Kenny Boswell. Joe Durso from the Times. A wild scene in the Met dressing room, and we'll be covering that one for you as the New York Mets have won the ball game. Gary Gentry pitched a 4-hit shutout over the St. Louis Cardinals. Steve Carlton was the loser. The Mets got 5 runs in the first inning. Don Clendenon and Ed Charles had homers, and subsequently Clendenon had another home run. You should see the scene on the field here at Shea Stadium. That's it. That's the infield. It is covered with Met fans who swarmed out onto the field, and they are screaming, "We're number one." Well, indeed, they are number one, because the New York Mets have won the championship of the Eastern Division of the National League. I made the time about 9:07 on September 24th that the New York Mets completed an 8-year quest of a championship. Gary Gentry was magnificent in this victory, a 4-hit shutout. Don Clendenon had 2 home runs, and that is the scene on the field here at Shea Stadium. Wild jubilation from a crowd of 55,000 fans who were packed and jammed just waiting for this to happen. And the New York Mets got a 5-run lead in the very first inning and continued on to wrap it up, defeating the St. Louis Cardinals and winning the championship in the Eastern Division of the National League. Now let's go downstairs to Ralph Kiner in the locker room.
Well, we're down here in the locker room, and Gil Hodges has just been dosed with champagne. And Gil, congratulations on a great, great year.
Thank you very much, Ralph. And actually, that champagne felt very, very good. It's cold, but beautiful, really.
Well, everything's got to feel good now. And, of course, you won many pennants while you were a player, and this is your first as a manager. Which was a bigger thrill?
Well, I don't know. Of course, they're all thrills, Ralph. I think I would have to say this was the biggest thrill of all of them because of the way these boys have been coming on and held lightly regarded at the opening of the season and then starting to hit their way around around the last part of May and coming on and doing the job. It was just great, and I think this has to be my biggest thrill.
Well, you had them all the way, I guess, when you look back. And again, congratulations.
Thanks, Ralph. Really great.
Gil Hodges, the manager of the New York Mets, are right here, the winning pitcher, 22 years of age. He's only played 2 years of professional baseball. And Gary, it was quite an assignment, and you did a fantastic job.
It was unbelievable, Ralph. I couldn't tell you how excited I was before the game, maybe even nervous, but boy, it helps to be that way sometimes.
That first strikeout must have been a big one for you when you struck out the leadoff batter.
First one was big, but I didn't calm down until this man beside you came up and hit that ball out of sight. I couldn't believe it.
Gary Gentry, we figured that if you won this ball game, you might even give us a smile.
Oh, I might smile all day long and all night, too.
The winning pitcher, Gary Gentry. And right here are the two fellas that did it with the bat. Don Clendenin, whose 3-run home run got the Mets out in front 3-0. And Ed Charles here, who came back of him and had a 2-run home run. And Don, I know that this has got to be something for you, coming over from Montreal.
It really is. You know, I've always liked New York, and I never thought I'd be a part of this. And I'm just tickled to death, and I'm elated of everything.
What'd you think when you hit that curveball? Do you think it was going to go out over the center field fence?
Well, I knew I got it all, and I didn't think any ballpark in the world would hold that one.
You knew it was gone.
I knew it was gone.
Well, congratulations, Don.
Thank you very much.
Ed Charles here, the daddy of them all, and here's a fellow who has been a big part of the Mets and certainly one of the great leaders. And Ed, I know this has got to be it. This is your first time.
It's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. Oh, mercy! It's a beautiful feeling. This is the climax of my 18 years in this game, Ralph. Believe me, this is the most happiest moment of my life. Believe me.
It's a wonderful way to finish off a career. I don't want to say you're through, but I know that this has got to be your highlight. And Ed, congratulations on everything.
Thank you, Ralph.
Ed Charles, who had the 2-run home run. Right here, Mr. Payson. And I know you'd like to say something for Joan, too, I guess.
Hello, this is Mr. Payson. My greatest tragedy is my wife isn't here to see this extraordinary result of the great team that she's got.
I'm sure that you'll see a replay of this and get the same thrill. Right here we have Mr. Herbie Walker and Herbie on the board as director.
Oh, boy, how are you? Great. Just the greatest season in the world. Yeah.
Congratulations. And
I hope to live to see this day, and here we are.
Well, you got it going.
Well, you're fine.
Nice going, Herbie.
Thanks for a great
Congratulations.
job.
You bet.
You did, too.
Right over here, Jerry Grody, who had a tremendous finish. And right here, Jerry, congratulations on a sensational year.
Thank you very much, Ralph. It's great to be here tonight, believe me.
You know, that champagne in your eyes doesn't quite go.
It goes much better in the throat, believe me.
All right, congratulations. Right here, the little mighty Mike.
Yeah, what have we got?
Bud Harrelson, and Bud won the ball game last night to set it up for tonight. And again, Bud had another fine night. Nice going, Bud.
Thank you, Ralph. Nice to be here.
Well, we got everything going down here in the clubhouse. I got to work here. Who's next? We got to have somebody else. Where's Tom Seaver? Here we are, Cleon Jones. Right here, Cleon, who had a great year for the Mets and got back in the action here tonight. Cleon, it was nice to see you a part of the win.
Well, Ralph, it was glad to be back in there tonight. The guys came through and did a marvelous job. I just wanted to be in there to be a part of this thing. I knew we was going to take it tonight, and I just wanted to be in there to be a part of it. And the guys was marvelous. Been that way all year.
How about when you started with the Mets? You ever think this would happen this soon?
Well, Ralph, when I first started, I didn't think we would ever make it, you know. But last couple of years, we got a great minor league system and great young pitching. I knew we would do it sometime in the future, but I never thought it would come at this at this stage of the game. Boy, it's beautiful. Guys like A.G.
Your buddy here did a lot right here. He had a sensational year. Tommy,
That's all right. Let Cleon do all the talking. Hey, we told him if he didn't get back in tonight, we weren't going to give him any champagne. So you see he got back in.
He got back in.
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
Well, you got him back in just in time, Tommy, and
I haven't celebrated yet. I pulled all my champagne out.
That really is great. Congratulations, though, Tom. You had a great year. Your comeback of the year certainly has been the big edge for the Mets as they came from out of nowhere to win.
Thank you, Ralph, but this is not the end right here. We're going to go on, win the playoffs, and hopefully the World Series.
Well, I hope you do, and good luck to you all.
Thank you very much.
Right in there. Here's a guy that causes all the trouble, Tom Seaver, and Tom's part of the ball. Congratulations, Tom, on a great year.
Rob, it's great. It's a third of what we want. We hope we get the rest of it. That's all.
Well, I think you guys have got a tremendous spirit, and you were the leader of it all when you got them all thinking you could win and go on and go right to the top.
I hope so. We got the greatest bunch of guys you've ever seen, and we're just a bunch of young kids that love to play this game. It's terrific.
Trouble is, you guys never have any fun.